pretty late though. Those
So,
of you who were watching my YouTube channel earlier know I got to talk to the cops today, and they were talking about Tom, so I should probably let Tom tell a little bit of his story. He was also telling me about some other stuff with Molly and some of the things she was saying about me that make me very concerned. Go ahead, Tom.
yes, she told me that if you ever come in her camp again, she's going to kill you. And I told her there's no way you could get away with that. And she says, "Oh yeah, if I kill him, I'll dispose of the body so nobody will ever find it." And I said, "Well, what are you going to do about me? Because when the cops come to investigate his disappearance, I'm going to tell him you killed him." And she says, "You won't tell on me." And I said, "Bullshit! I'm not going to be accessory to murder." And so she got pretty well pissed off about that. Then started on about how I was helping you and not her, and that was totally unfair. And somehow or another, she started talking about her relatives and how bad they were. I don't know how she managed just to switch from one subject to another subject without giving anybody else an opportunity to make any comments on it. But on and on she goes.
Indeed. Yeah, I made sure I started, when she started threatening me and when there was creepy stuff going on, I was like, I have to record this stuff for my safety. But I don't know, talking to that officer tonight, he said she called you in and was trying to claim you were all sorts of I shouldn't say nutty, that's not what he said. I'm trying to remember his exact words, but
Yeah. I don't know what all I'm supposed to be, that according to her, the expert.
I don't know, dude. When she told me that she was related to Queen Elizabeth, I don't know. That was really the trump card right there. I was like, all right, she was in Intel, and she was in the CIA, and she was with the FBI, and
Oh yeah, she's in the military too.
she was.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she told me that. Well, she told.
Oh, she said she was in military intelligence. You're right.
Yeah, she told that. She's telling that to other people too. I mean, she just. I think she has to tell lies. That she feels that her real life is so boring that nobody would talk to her unless she lies to them. And I think that's. It started out maybe a little bit of lie here and a little bit of lie there, and now
She can't stop.
now she can't stop. She's gotten so embedded in lies that, I mean, she's telling me how lucky I am to be with a CIA agent whose responsibility is to tell the other CIA agents what to do.
All right, I'm not. I am smiling. I don't know why. I'm totally smiling.
Oh, she can fly an airplane too, you know.
You know, I want to be able to fly an airplane. I've only ever flown one aircraft. It was a helicopter, and I can't honestly say I flew it because I didn't. The guy let me feel the controls,
Yep.
and then he let me control it a bit for a few seconds, but it wasn't like I was controlling every bit of it.
Yeah, they're tricky.
He knew what he was doing, and I didn't. I was just glad that he let me touch the cyclic.
Yep.
Well, I don't have any proof that it was her that put the glass under my tires, but that part was creepy. And as a homeless male, it's pretty scary for me to try to call the police. For me to try to trust that they won't victimize me. Now, the ones here that I've spoken with so far, they've been respectful. Matter of fact, the one that talked to me last night trying to find out if you need to be put on a mental hold for Molly is the same one that I talked to last time when she was when she tried to do the same thing to me. Some people are just taught to be hateful and vindictive if they don't get what they want.
Yeah, it's
Really get what I want, but I'm definitely not okay with violence. I'm not okay with beating people up or killing people or anything creepy like that. But pretty much my whole life, that's like people's go-to. Like, can't we do something other than threaten to kill people? Because first of all, none of y'all are actually going to follow through. The ones who actually are going to follow through, I know a few of them. If they told me they was going to kill me, I would know exactly what to do, and that's called moving. Most of the people that have threatened me in the last few years are completely harmless, but some of them are absolutely nowhere near harmless. I came up here to Oregon because some of them nut jobs were threatening to kill my little sister and my niece. My little sister let me know about it, and of course, when shit like that happens, I post it up on YouTube. I make sure that people know it, they're aware of it. And that's the thing that I say at the end of all my videos is no victims left behind.
yeah.
And that's because even men can be victims. Even women can be victims. It don't matter what color you are. The primary thing that people look for when you're a victim, when they are looking for somebody to victimize, is somebody they think it's easy to get away with. Somebody that they think they can easily overpower. Things like that.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm looking for my rolling papers. Great. I'm spilling things. Well, I've never gone to the camp with you, and I've never gone to the camp with her. And most of the time that I've been by myself is actually accounted for on video, because if I'm by myself, that's when I'm the most fearful, because that's when people are most likely to do screwed up shit to me. I noticed if I'm walking with somebody else, people are less likely to give me hassles or give me problems.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, almost to the point where if there's somebody else there, it's non-existent. Although she doesn't really seem to care. I think that's probably the thing that's the creepy part about her, is she just doesn't seem to care if there's other people there that are witnesses when she does screwed up stuff.
Yeah, I know that's. Did you see my little bag of potato chips today? Didn't maybe I ate them all? Huh?
I think I moved the bag, but I wasn't sure if they were empty or not. Nope, that's not it. I just moved them out of the way of the shifter knob. I don't know where I was pretty sure they were empty though. But only one way to find out, that's to find them.
There we are.
There's a little bit of nope. There's not. It's empty. Yeah.
Okay.
I was pretty sure they were, but then again, I found some empty wrappers of stuff I was pretty sure I left a little bit left of too. And I did clean out a few potato chips, so I think they just ended up getting dumped there. I picked up the potato chips, and there was a few other miscellaneous chunks of food, but they weren't from you. They're from living in a car for 6 months. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what the hell that smell was. I was like, oh, well, I'll just get rid of the food. We get less bugs.
So you just let the car sit all winter then, is that it?
Well, that's kind of the plan. If I can't pay the insurance, I can't drive it.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
I mean, I could try to sell it to somebody, but I still need it. So if I'm not able to use it, as long as I'm able to camouflage it like I plan on doing, I should be able to park it there for the winter and just leave it. As long as I'm within 50 to 100 yards of it, I should be all right.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, the two spots that I was looking at that I could actually get my car into and not have it seen all winter, they're both within about 25 to 50 yards of two really good spots that I checked out the rocks that are there. I checked out the foliage that's there. I also made sure that I know what the snow does to the foliage, so I was making sure I picked an area that had the right foliage, because if you don't, it all ends up flat, and then people see everything you did as soon as the first snow comes. All right. I keep losing there it is. Well, everything that she has accused me of stealing, she's found. So I'm not worried about that.
No, you should stay worried because she said, well, that's everything except what, she says, except what she finds in the parking lot. In other words, you got, are they war-torn? I don't know what those are, peaches or pears. Yeah, they're peaches. Here, I'll point the arrow towards. I can tell when I'm falling asleep.
So good night. The fact that you were literally just sleeping while I was talking, and then I woke you up, kind of, it illustrates that point very well. On my YouTube channel, sometimes I'm trying to make a video because it's something important, but in the middle of it, I just start dozing off.
I don't know what it is I must talk about when I am sleeping, because I'll wake up and I'll say something like what I was just about to say. I was just now trying to rationalize. I wonder what the arrow is pointing in that direction for.
Yeah, it's one thing is about lack of sleep or being half asleep. My older brother, his favorite thing to do is to come ask me for permission to do something when I was asleep. He wouldn't ask me if I was conscious, but if I'm asleep, he'd ask. He'd be like, yep, Sean will say yes every time as long as you don't wake him up. If you pester him, he'll say yes. He won't remember it, but he'll say yes. And in some of my videos, I'm so sleep deprived, like I'll go to sleep in the middle of making it, and then I'll wake up with a start and remember I'm making a video, and I go back and I listen to them. I'm like, oh my God, I was so tired.
Yeah, I was pretty tired too. What, this one doesn't seem to be working.
Oh, I gotta turn them on.
Okay.
Let me roll this up, just because once I got the tobacco on it, if I put it down, it'll all fall off and go all over the place. But as soon as I start the car, it'll start going.
And maybe I can get it started. I'll go whisper in its ear.
Tell it sweet little nothings.
Yes. Yep.
Mm.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not. With the stuff that she's done already, and then there's the stuff that I can't prove that she put the glass underneath my tires.
Right. Yep. That's it's the same situation with when she kept telling me that whatever roads she has put in going down to the river, whatever, they're all going to have to be blacktop roads.
That doesn't really get you to a very good camp spot. I mean, you know, the road that we took today, so a lot of it was blacktop, but not the campsites.
No.
So I don't see how she's going to be able to handle that.
Oh, almost all of the project over here that was going on in front of Freddy's, she was controlling that. She was in charge. The store made her in charge to make sure it got done right.
She does have some interesting tales.
Well,
Well, I have the authority vested in me by Freddy himself. I'm in charge of you and all these other people. That is adorable. You're about half asleep, though. You're passing out again, sitting there. I'm gonna go ahead and end my video. All right, folks. Oh, go ahead.
oh, there was one other subject we were talking about that we were going to get recorded, but I don't remember. Was it the reason I was why she was looking for me, or why she was going to have the police monitor me or something?
Oh yeah, having them bring you back to her camp because you're wandering around aimlessly.
That's right. All right, now that I found an empty Dixie cup, I will go take a leak. But there's no place to go here.
Well, I think that we should be all right with going to the bathroom at the skate park, so I'll drive over there. Past when we're supposed to be there, but you know what? I'd rather have you pee in there than have people think you're incontinent, because you certainly know that you need to go to the bathroom. And you got the cognitive reasoning skills to brilliantly deduce that you can pee in a cup. Apparently you were born with a penis. Congratulations. I don't know if that is something that you necessarily get an award for, but
I'm getting one anyway.
okay, we can go with that. Oh God, I forgot you're non-smoker and I just lit this cigarette.
That's okay.
Seatbelt tomorrow. about my horse being out like it's pulling up. It surely does. We're at the bathrooms now. Alright folks, you know how we end these videos. Good to be with you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper and no victim left behind.
Yeah, that's the important